Hi, this is the second half of our training video. Another behavior I taught using free shaping was target. Every time I put something in front of him, he likes to put his nose on it just to find out what it is, and he's a very nosy little dog. So what I did was I clicked this stick. Every time I put it in front of him, I would click. Every time he put his nose on it, I would click and treat. This eventually taught him that every time he put his nose on the stick, he would get a treat. I used the verbal cue touch for this behavior. Do that. Did you touch? Touch. Good papa. Another behavior we taught using free shaping was to shake with each paw. How I did this was I would tap the shoulder for the paw that I wanted, and he eventually got the hang of using each paw with each hand. Did you sit? Good boy. Did you shake? Good boy. Juju, shake. Good boy. For generalization, we used leave it. How I taught him this was every time I would drop a treat and cover it with my foot. Every time he would go to get the treat and it was covered, he would look up at me. So I would click and treat. Eventually, I started adding the verbal cue, leave it. So every time I dropped something and say leave it, instead of going after what I dropped, he would look up at me. So Juju, leave it. Good papa! Unfortunately for the chaining, I would have to have surgery. So unfortunately I was not able to teach Jake the chain trick, but I did teach my other dog, Kiana, roll over. So I'm going to explain how we taught that in the chain. Kiana, come.
Can you move all this stuff out of the way?
Kiana, let her out. Now, she wasn't trained using clicker training, but I did use a chain. The first thing we taught her was down, and then we taught her to roll over and then sit up. After we taught those 3 commands in a row, I added the cue, roll over. Eventually, she would just do all 3 cues in one succession. Come in with the trick, roll over. Kiana, come. Kiana, roll over. Come here. Kiana? Kiana, come. Can I bring you a toy? Okay. All right.
It's a big toy.
She has